Happy Saturday, race fans. February 7th, we have the Clash behind us. We have Daytona 500 in front of us. And I hope what I've seen at the Clash does not happen at Daytona. But let's start off with this weather. I mean, could have just stopped snowing for 5 minutes. And the cold has just been ridiculous lately. We're not used to that. We've been spoiled over the last few years with the weather and everything that's going on. I have Princess in the studio today as our producer today. So you already can guess when we get to that point, the show will crash. Don't leave. We will still be here. But we do have a lot to talk about today. Number one, the weather. I mean, this weather is just absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, we've been spoiled the last couple years and just having mild winters, but it's making up for it this time. So we'll talk about a few things before I get to some great news in the world of motorsports, but the weather. So it is Saturday. I don't expect a lot of people to be on because our show is normally on Tuesday nights. And we had a great show last Tuesday with Rich Rankin and some of the stories. And I watched it back. I never like to watch myself on camera or anything like that, but I watched that one back. And I got to tell you, man, Rich and I had a blast. It was an absolute blast. So looking forward to have him back and working on some other special guests over the next couple weeks on our Tuesday nights. But it's Saturday. The sun is shining, but it doesn't feel like we have great weather out there. I was talking to a friend who I'll talk about a little bit more as the show progresses. But I was talking to my friend who's up in Canada and told me it was minus 34 last night. Minus 34. He goes, oh, man, I was just pumping gas. Had the gas in my hands, got a little cold. So I don't know how we could deal with minus 34 here in Northeast Ohio or in the Midwest. I mean, I think the cold would but my friend Darcy up in Canada is just telling me, it's just normal winter to us. So I don't know. So what would be a mild winter in Canada? You know, I don't know. To me, minus 34 degrees at night to them is nothing. To us, it was last week, it was minus 18 when I was headed down south for a meeting that we're going to talk about here in a little bit. Yeah, Nina, Nina's on here already talking about she's dispatching from her bed, her towing company from her bed, which is just complete laziness. She should be out there unbolting that engine and getting her new engine in her tow truck. But hey, it's cool. It's cool. So yeah, we do have a lot to talk about today. So I'm going to move it. I'm going to get this show in under an hour. I know nobody believes me that this show is going to be done in an hour, but I'm going really. We are definitely going to get the show in and out in an hour. It's not going to be a 2-hour show like it normally is. I promise you. Some of the things, one of the things I want to talk about was the Clash and what happened at Bowman Gray Stadium. And listen, let's all be honest. Let's not sugarcoat this. If Bowman Gray Stadium was left alone, that race would have been fantastic. But man, oh man, what a nightmare of a race for the fans. So here's my thing in the racing business, in motorsports business. It doesn't matter what you're into. You can't start your first race of the year by losing money. And you can talk about all you want, how much money you made and you did. We seen the grandstands. We seen all the people online wanting their money back and wanting other tickets. I'm not sure how many other people actually wanted other tickets to go to different races. So the option was if you couldn't make it because of the weather and everything that was going on, you could get a ticket to go to a different race or get your money back. I don't think a lot of people would have wanted after that. And it was a boring race. And, everybody's eyes were on Denny Hamlin. Everybody wanted Denny to win. Everybody wants Denny to win the championship this year. But he got dumped, but it's Bowman Gray Stadium. That's the racing that it brings. But this is why I say leave the Saturday night racing to us professionals. Go ahead.
No, the problem with the race was they knew it was going to be bad weather. Then the bad weather came in. Then they kept running caution laps, caution laps, caution
Trying
laps.
to keep the track dry.
And then the drivers started to run out of fuel because they didn't take into account those caution laps. Then NASCAR goes, hey, let's just do a mandatory pit stop where we could refuel. Yeah. Should you not have thought of that beforehand?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So they were just making up the rules as the race went because they didn't know how to predict what was going to. I mean, when have we ever watched a NASCAR race with like rain and sleet and all this, and then you just make up the rules as the race is going along?
But that race should never be at Bowman Gray Stadium at that time of the year. We know that time of year the way it's going to be. Sam is at home baking. I'm hoping she's baking me cookies and cakes and cupcakes and that, because she keeps talking about making bread. Her poor family. All the kids there and Dave, they're at home going, we don't smell anything sweet coming from the kitchen.
It's not just bread, it's sourdough. Do you know how hard that is? Like I know, I see everybody online doing it, and I'm like, this is like a whole process.
Nice. They're eating it to be nice. They're like, Mom, this is the best bread you've ever made. That's great.
Have you ever had sourdough?
Yes, I have.
And what's wrong with it?
But it just doesn't, it's not what you should be baking at home. What you should be baking at home is cookies and cupcakes and cakes and things like that. Sorry, Sam. I got to stick up for the kids and the family.
Are you done with your food rant?
Yeah, I'm done with the food rant. Right. But the Clash was really a nightmare. I feel bad, but you don't ever want to come out with your first race like that. First of all, you're losing money. You're losing attendance. You're trying to make all these changes over the winter to make the sport better, and all you did was take 10 steps back. You didn't get ahead at all what you did there at the Clash. But you know, it was a great race. Priest gets his first win. That's pretty cool. But for this year, with everything that's gone on, with the tragedies with Biffle and Denny Hamlin's family and the way the season ended, I really think I'm going with Denny Hamlin this year to win the championship. If I was a betting man, that's where I would put my money for this year. But you never know if he's going to be there or not. But
actually, most people on our Facebook predicted him to win that race. Like, now I put a post on there asking predictions.
Yeah.
Not one person said Ryan Preece.
But it was cool,
Hamlin, it was Kyle Larson, it was all the regular guys you would think were going to win. So congratulations to Ryan.
But it's just crazy. It needs to go back to Daytona or Charlotte. Well, Charlotte gets cold too. Charlotte is right down. It's not too far from.
They got hit with the storm. Yeah, they got hit with the storm too.
I think everybody got snow this year that didn't have it. All my Florida friends, how you like us now? I haven't seen my Florida friends out there lately posting they're on a beach in shorts. I mean, you guys got awful quiet. What do you get? An ice cream cone with a little taste of bitter on top of it? I know. It's got to suck to have us Northerners weather down there, and especially in Pensacola. All across the panhandle, it got snow.
Last week, my stepsister posted she was at Universal, and they had winter heavy jackets on in Florida.
Crazy.
Like, that is insane.
Bill Rabbit, you're right. $1 million bumper cars. But, you can make that race fun. Those cars shouldn't even look like that for that race. I'll get to this more as the show goes on, but the car, come on, man. Let these guys just go out there and race and have a good time, or move it back to Daytona. And Will Patterson had a great idea, which I really liked. Take them and run them to a shorter track like New Smyrna or something, or down to Pensacola. Run the Clash there. Bring it back to. I don't want to give them ideas and stuff because they're just going to steal them from me.
I understood the concept of it. Like, last year, it was really neat because it was like you're at your local racetrack, but instead you're watching your heroes race in there. You're watching the NASCAR guys. So I get that concept, but it just doesn't work that time of year. It doesn't. You never know now with our weather.
It's absolutely crazy
around the whole country.
Sam H, you made cookies on Thursday. I didn't get no cookies on Thursday. Did you? I never got no cookies on Thursday.
No, but
the kids probably ate them all.
She was here for your birthday, so be nice to her.
And I do want to say to everybody, for last Tuesday that came out for my birthday here live, it was crazy. My birthday fell on Tuesday night, and we had a great time. A lot of people showed up. Sam and Dave showed up, and all the girls from the spot showed up. Lori from Painesville Credit Union. So thank you to everybody that showed up on Tuesday night and supported me with.
And we're still eating the cupcakes that everybody brought.
That many cupcakes at one time.
Cantley came from Sandusky, and he was on the show. He brought cupcakes.
Cantley's cupcakes were just hilarious.
He
had to be.
They were delicious.
Be funny about it, but all right. So let's kind of start breaking it down a little bit for my important breaking news. And let me just say, you know, as a kid, when you're growing up, you have two dreams if you like stock car racing or drag racing or sprint car racing, dirt car racing, it doesn't matter. Everybody has dreams. So my dream as a kid, you know, was to become the next Dale Earnhardt. I felt I'd have the attitude for it. I know I had the driving of bumping and banging down to it. So, you know, as growing up as a kid and my dad racing at Paynesville, my brother and I racing, my nephew, hopefully I can get my son racing at Paynesville. As you get older, you know, your dreams change a little bit, but man, all of us, my generation, we all wanted to be that generation of Dale Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace, Ricky Rudd, Harry Gant, all those guys, you know, who were making the sport what it was. And, you know, and you could always go back to 1979 when the Daytona, the infamous fight in the infield with Cale Yarborough and Allison. It's just, as a kid, if you're into the sport, you live it. You wake up, everything in your life revolves around it. I would go to school instead of studying like the rest of you guys. Instead of studying us race car drivers, we would draw a picture of a race car on our tablet while the teacher was trying to explain to us math or whatever. Our lives were racing. Even in the wintertime, our lives were racing. You know, and we lived in Madison for a while, and in the park that we lived in, O'Donnell's lived in there. Tom O'Donnell Sr. and his wife and the family, we all lived in there. There was a couple other people that lived in there. I can't remember their names, but in the middle of winter, we would make a figure eight track at the park and take our big wheels out and do figure eight racing with our big wheels. And we would, you know, think back of, you know, we were Joey Marsh, Puskas, all these guys that made it who we became as we got older. And our generation turned into those guys. So it was generational. But as a kid growing up, all we wanted to do was either be a NASCAR driver, a drag racer, a sprint car, or a dirt racer. That's all we wanted to do, our generation. We didn't sit in front of the TV, and I'm not saying iRacing, because iRacing is about as serious as it gets. So, but sitting in front of the TV and doing iRacing in the winter is different than the summertime sitting on your iPad as a 13-year-old kid and doing nothing. We were told to go outside and find stuff to do as kids. And what we found is how to work on cars, how to figure out how they work, what's everything about them, how to figure out how to hang around friends that their dads had hot rods and things like that. So as a kid, we all wanted to do something that had to do with motorsports. And, you know, and whoever your favorite driver was, okay, so mine was Dale Earnhardt. Everybody in my generation, you either loved Dale Earnhardt or you hated Dale Earnhardt. You either loved Rusty Wallace or you hated Rusty Wallace. There was no in between. But then you got the Labanis and everybody else, Ricky Rudd, Sterling Marlin, all these guys. It was that generation. So as a kid, I would look at those guys and go, man, that's all I want to do is become a NASCAR driver. That's all I want to do. There was nothing. And same as you guys, like Bill Rabbits and everybody else that watches this show, I know that's all you guys wanted to do. And then, you know, things happen as you go through life and you go in different directions. You either get hurt in a race car or you start a family. And a lot of things I think about too is Rusty Adams. I was sitting with Terry and Rusty and Jeff Fade one night at the shop on Lost Nation Road. And I said to Rusty, I said, man, and actually Charlotte was there. I said, Rusty, how come you never went to NASCAR? You have everything what it takes. At that time, I didn't understand what it took to get NASCAR, which was money. Didn't matter how you drove. But Rusty had an opportunity to go to NASCAR. And for you that know Rusty and his family, you know this story is true. Rusty decided, I would love to go NASCAR racing, but I have a family. I have kids. I have to take care of my family. I have to stay back and take care of my kids. And I don't know if I could have done that. I mean, I'm not trying to like be something I'm not. I probably, if I had the opportunity to go do that back then, I don't know if I would have stayed for the wife and kids. I think I would have chased my dream like you guys would have. So I would like to hear from you. If you had the opportunity and you had to make a decision to go NASCAR racing or to stay back and take care of your family, what would you have done back then? Not the person you are today. The person you are today, you can't do that because we know what you're going to choose. But go back to 1985. Some of you that ain't alive back then.
I was going to say, most of us are not that old.
Yeah. Just think about it. If you got offered that opportunity to go race in NASCAR or stay back and take care of your family, would you have done what Rusty Adams did and stayed back? Now, Rusty stayed back and became one of the best late model drivers around here. Whenever, usually, if Rusty pulled on a track, you were in your mind already thinking, hopefully he'll break so I can win, or I got to settle for second. That's the way it was back then. That's the way things were. But all of us wanted to do something. All of us wanted to, Jason Welch, I'd be gone. And I think a lot of guys in our generation, Jason, would have done that. You know, we would have taken off and went and done other things with, Bill Rabbit said Darrell Waltrip. I completely forgot. So, Chris, and when Laura put your name up on the screen, I'll read it for you. But that being said, as kids, we all chase our dreams. And what was your dream as a racer? What was your goal? What did you want to do? Did you have an end goal in racing? Did you wake up and go, hey, I'm going to chase my dream, or I got a family? And I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but a lot of my friends that I race with over at Painesville Speedway, because Painesville Speedway was my home. It'll always be my home. It'll always be my home. And I'm glad that we're going to see it doing what it's doing. But Painesville will always be my home. But we had a lot of guys that I grew up with that race at Painesville that had kids at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. They had kids. And they wanted to keep racing, but it's hard to do, as you guys all know. And Genevieve said he'd stay back and take care of the family. But Chris, I've known you long enough. I know your character. I know you would. I know you wouldn't go run off and do that. That's who you are, you know. But some of us would have thrown our bag in the back and went down south. And that's why I always tell the Junior Johnson story. You know, me going to Junior Johnson's shop because I love Junior Johnson, but chasing your dreams, you know, and they always, so here's where I'm going. When you chase your dreams, sometimes the road takes you in different places. As bad as I wanted to be a NASCAR driver, as bad as I wanted to make it in Cup, and at the age I'm at now, I believe I could get in a NASCAR truck and beat up on those kids. I believe I could. Doesn't mean I'm going to go out there and do it. It just means that I know if I got into a NASCAR truck, I could go and be just as good as them. And I've always said this on this show, and all my friends, I've said this too. All these drivers that get chances in NASCAR, all these guys that get chances, they need to take advantage of it more. First of all, a lot of these drivers make it in NASCAR, chase their dreams. They have barely any driving ability. They just get passed down, but the money is what got them there. Mom and daddy's money got them there. And you have to, when you get into that sport, one, you have to appreciate where you're at. Two, you have to appreciate the people that got you there. Three, you have to appreciate the people that are there, from your crew chief to the guy that sweeps the floor. And I just don't see that when I go visit shops. Everybody's quiet. Everybody's walking away and just, they walk by each other. They don't say hi to each other. But the biggest thing for me was, I wish I could remember what year it was, but it was the purple car that I post with the number 8 on it. And I got caught doing something I shouldn't have by Jeff Aid. I got caught doing something. So I got in trouble for 2 weeks, and my punishment was I could either pay a fine, which I didn't want to pay, or I could work for the track. Now, growing up and going to these tracks, a lot of you guys that went to Cloverleaf on Sunday night would see how he would put shows on. Kevin Rook would put the best shows on. And I really love that side of it. I really love seeing kids in the grandstand smiling. I love the smell of cotton candy, burgers being made. One, because I'm a fat ass and I like to eat a lot, but mostly those people sitting in the stands get to smell that. And I used to get so like, I get more revved up by seeing what Kevin Rook, Nick Arukas, Rich Rankin, Ray Dorco was so great on the flag stand, Bernie Booth. They were so entertaining back then. I was starting in my mind to turn a little bit, going, man, I really love this racing thing, but I'm really liking this end of it. I'm really liking putting the shows on and getting people in the stands. And I kind of feel like I was a natural at it. You know, Terry Adams handed me the mic with Rich Rankin, and bam, I went right at it. I kind of felt like back then that's what I was meant to do, more than race. So then, you know, I'm working at Lorraine, and Kevin Bottoма sends me over to Sandusky. And I to this day, he was probably trying to get rid of me because I would bitch and complain all the time how we were running things or how he was. So I think Kevin Bottoma maybe got sick of it a little bit and just said, yeah, go to Sandusky and help him. And I had my shot and I took it serious. At that moment, I took it very, very serious. That's what I wanted to do. Genevieve said, now it's how much money you bring to the team. It isn't talent. It's so true, bro. It's so true. But there are talented drivers out there. But those talented drivers are the ones you see up front on TV all the time. The guys in the back, and nobody wants to go to a racetrack with a car that they know they're going to finish 12th in. But I would do it just to be out there with those guys, especially in a truck, because you guys all know I'm a Truck Series guy. I love the Truck Series. I love everything about the Truck Series. So, you know, it started there at Sandusky where I started getting that adrenaline, man. It's like, I've never been a person that did drugs or anything, but I'm assuming the way I would have fun running these racetracks was like a drug, man. Like I couldn't get enough. In winter, you were just down all winter. And then getting the opportunity to go over to Mansfield and help Mike Zarilla build it to what it was and bring the Truck Series in. You know, there's two highlights in my life that I'll always have. Running all these circle tracks and making them successful to me was easy. It was natural, easy to me. I would have 50% of the drivers hate me, 50% of the drivers love me. And I've always been a guy that I never took it personal. I never took that personal. But I get over to Mansfield and I get the opportunity of a lifetime with Tim Stevens and Chris Mize and Mike Zarilla, all these guys, we assembled this team and we brought the Truck Series in and we knocked it out of the ballpark. Nobody will ever, 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 as long as we live, have as many fans for one truck race, single by itself, 20,000 paid admission into that racetrack. It'll never be beat. NASCAR can talk all they want. Nobody will beat the 20,000 paid admission that we had for that race. So then I get an opportunity in 07, 08. I get a call from Bobby Allison and a gentleman by the name of Stu Bashner. They're building a track in Monroe, Louisiana. If you know Duck Dynasty, that's where the track was. It was a great opportunity. One of the funny stories about Monroe, and I'm going to get to my breaking news. Just be patient. It's coming. But I need a lead to it. But one of my favorite things about Monroe was I went down there the day to meet with the construction people. And it was, I swear to you guys, it was 127 degrees outside. The sun was baking down on the dirt. It was dry. It was so humid you could move the air. And I'm walking around this field and I'm talking to these guys and they go, well, we're going to make this a 3/8 bank with 12 degrees, blah, 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 with asphalt. And I explained to everybody there that you're not going to put asphalt down here. It's not right here in Monroe. It is so hot that these late models and modifieds, when they go through the corner, it's going to rip up the asphalt. So I convinced them to switch to concrete. And the race was even better with the concrete. If it was me, man, I would build another concrete track tomorrow and pack the place with cars. The racing, the drivers loved it. They loved racing on it. So my two big opportunities in life would have never came if I didn't have my passion for stock car racing. And I'm always going to be thankful because you never know where God's going to put you. But over the years, running the short little tracks, the weekly racing tracks, and getting them up running and fixing them, to take a track that has been sitting dormant and put 1,000 people in there on the first night, or a track that's been sitting for a while and hasn't been doing well, to see 1,000 people come in there, seeing kids smiling and the moms having a good time and the kids waving the checker flags when the announcer tells them to. It's been a thrill. It's been a thrill of my life of doing that stuff. So it leads me to where I'm going now. A lot of you guys are going to be bothered because you won't see me racing next year. So, man, I wish I had a NASCAR truck. I could have said, hey, I'm racing NASCAR trucks, but I can't do it. So about a month ago, I got a call that somebody was interested in talking to me about helping them. There was text going back and forth for a few weeks with this person, trying to get things worked out. And last Friday night at 9:30 at night, I got a phone call. It was, Jerry, let's do this. I need you at my office tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. This was 9:30 at night. So I had to drive all the way south all night. I slept for 1 hour because I'm so passionate about this sport. And as I tell you more, you'll understand more why I wanted this position as bad as I wanted it. So I drove, I get there, and my opportunity just fell in my lap. Everybody was on the same page. So I want to tell everybody that I am now working for IHRA. I am in charge of circle track development, making sure their circle tracks are up and running, make sure they're running properly, make sure they're making money. So any circle track that Daryl Cuddle and IHRA has bought, I'm going to try to get up and going and be successful. You have a lot of questions on what this entitles, but right now my focus is not only with the circle tracks, and we'll get into this, not only with the IHRA circle tracks and getting them running again and making money. And they will be successful because I don't leave racetracks. I don't fail at racetracks. So weekly racing, I don't fail at. But I'm also going to be involved with Tim and Daniel Horton with the IHRA Stock Car Series, just making sure they get everything they need to be successful. Tim Horton has been around NASCAR his whole life. I met Tim in 2004 at Mansell Speedway. He was on the team with Bobby Hamilton when Bobby Hamilton won the race at Mansfield. His son, all of them have a passion for this sport, but they want to make this sport fun again and really make it affordable for everybody. Affordable from the driver's standpoint, affordable from the fan standpoint. Daryl's goal is to make sure that stock car racing and drag racing are great again, and people love it and they want to come to the tracks. So I will be stepping back a little bit from Bullet Recovery, my tow company, and the team is going to handle it from there. That's why I was looking for a driver. So I'm kind of nervous about that. But of all the things that have happened in my life around racing, I think this is it for me. I think this is the ultimate goal, to get the opportunity to come into IHRA, which is a great organization as it is, and now to take the circle track programs and get them running successfully. So our first track that I'm going to get up and going is going to be Killcare. Killcare will be running this year on a weekly basis. I've heard a lot of negativity over the last couple months on how weekly racing is dead. And I hear that from guys that either race or go to the track every week and help and do this and do that. I firmly disagree with people when they say weekly racing is dead. What I believe is the same goal that IHRA has. Bringing back affordable racing and making sure that you, the fans, and you, the drivers, are the priority. Without the fans and without the drivers, there is no success at a racetrack. There's nothing there. You need people that care about this sport. And I care about stock car racing more than anything because it's been my life. My whole life, this is all I've known. Since I was a kid, that's all I've known. So Kil-Kare Speedway will be our first track. I've already been working, trying to get it up and running and doing the things that needs to get done. I'm also going to leave on Monday morning to head to Pulaski. Pulaski is going to reopen in Virginia, the Motor Mile, they call it, I believe. And here's the fantastic part about it. Pulaski, we're bringing aboard NASCAR driver Stacy Compton. He is going to run the facility for IHRA and the whole organization. And I've had a conversation with Stacy. It was just fantastic, where our visions are the same. We want to get weekly racing back to the way it used to be. And it only can be done with people that are passionate about the sport. I had someone the other day being very negative about racetracks and weekly racing, and I just don't need them. I don't need them. So they will not be working with me as of the other day. If you want to say something negative about weekly racing and about your track, understand why this year so many tracks have been sold and are no longer there. Understand that those tracks, you go on Facebook and you say, oh man, I can't believe how bad they sucked the other night and they did this and they did that. We don't need it. Be a part of the solution. Instead of going on Facebook and ripping your local racetrack, call them up and say, hey, I seen something at the track the other day I didn't like. Do you mind if I come and volunteer and work for you guys and I learn it and I can figure out how to do it a little bit better? And we can all work together. Racetrack owners, they want somebody in there that's positive. But of all the racetracks that have closed in Northeast Ohio and the surrounding areas, enough is enough. And I get it. I understand. Everybody blames the owners, and then they blame this and they blame that. At the end of the day, the reason why racetracks are failing and not going is because we're all responsible for that. You have to step back, look in the mirror and go, you know what? I'm part of the problem too, because I'm going on Facebook and I'm ripping. Now, as we've always talked, I want you to express yourself. I want you to, I don't want you to come into one of the IHRA racetracks and see something and then just go, oh, I'm not going to say nothing or he's going to throw me out. That's not me. That's not what we do. That's not what I'm going to do. A lot of you that have raced with me at any of the tracks that I've managed over the years, you know that's not me. I want to hear. I want to know. I want to fix. But I'm not here to go to any of these tracks and throw people out and put my fist down. That's just not what our organization stands for. IHRA does not stand for that. We want fun, and we want you to enjoy your experience at any of the tracks that you come to. But I'm going to Pulaski on Monday. I'll be there all day to get that going, because the first IHRA Stock Car Series race will be held on the 4th, I believe, on March 4th.
March 21st.
March 21st. I don't know why I got March 4th on my mind.
Where's my mic off? I don't know.
So
I put the schedule. The schedule's right now up on the screen.
Okay. So the biggest thing for us, and listen, look at the purse of the Stock Car Series. It's $2 million purse at the end of the year at the banquet. At the banquet, they are putting out $2 million for the Stock Car Series. The guys at Tim and Daniel, they move things around a little bit, and they put Rockingham, the big track, the last of the year. That's how you're going to, if you're running for points, that's how you're going to win your championship at Rockingham. Daryl is very excited about the things that are happening at Rockingham. We'll have some breaking news with that over the next week or so with Rockingham on who the manager is going to be and who's involved. It's crazy how many people are jumping on IHRA Stock Car Racing organization because we all have one goal, making it great again. And that's the weekly racing. He could have just bought these racetracks because they have drag strips, some of them. He could have just bought the racetracks and never got the Circle Track Open. But Daryl has a passion for stock car racing. He loves stock car racing, just like he does boat racing and drag racing and all that other stuff. But this position for me it's a dream come true, because now I get an opportunity to go out there and fix a lot of tracks that have been dormant for years, where the communities want them. We're going to have affordable classes. We're going to have entry-level classes on Saturday night. It's going to be a blast. We're going to bring in series, and we're going to get back to what made racing successful.
And we don't know if Daryl is done buying Circle Tracks.
He is not done buying Circle Tracks.
Yeah. And then to go back to what Chris Genovese was saying about IHRA, is it drag racing? It historically has been strictly drag racing, but since Daryl bought this organization in 2024, they've expanded to purchasing Circle Tracks. They're doing this, what do you call it, like the power boats?
Power boating.
Which that's the background that Daryl comes from, is the power boating. They have their own series with that. They just purchased an organization for tractor and truck pulling. So anything having to do with speed, that is what IHRA is doing.
And I will tell you, real quick, Laura's family does tractor pulling. So she's excited for her family and the tractor pulling.
Yes.
But I will tell you, IHRA and Daryl Cuttle, they're not going to fail. It's not going to fail. It's not. That's not. So all the weekly racing comments and all that stuff, just keep to yourself. And listen, on Saturday night, if we make a mistake at one of the tracks and we're doing something, let me know and I'll fix it, like I always have in the past at any track I was at. That being said, there was a couple racetracks that I asked him to really go after for local racing and things like that. The only problem we have is a couple of those racetracks are asking a lot more than what they're worth, and he won't do it. He's not going to do it. He wants the people that own these racetracks, that run these racetracks, to love the sport and to have it continue going as much as he does. And he's not going to go out and spend double or triple for the racetracks that I'm requesting him to purchase. So you will see IHRA Stock Car Racing a lot now. It's going to start this coming week. You're going to start seeing movement a lot more. But like I said, our buddy Darcy that lives up in Canada, he's going to come down and help. He's a race car driver. He's a stock car driver up in Canada. The only flaw with Darcy is he's a Dodge guy. We got to transform him back over to General Motors. But, you know, once a Dodge guy, always a Dodge guy. So it's going to be great. Just be patient with everything. Killcare is going to open. I'm going to make sure of it. Killcare is going to be on Friday nights. We have some things that we're working on logistically on sometimes when drag racing's there. But for the most part, Killcare will be open every Friday night for you and your family to come enjoy some of the best racing. I know we're going to have stock compacts, stock Crown Vics, street stocks, modifieds, and sometimes late models with special events. But being in the position I'm in now, I want to work with other tracks. So I want to work with Shady Bowl. I don't want to step on their toes. I don't want them stepping on our toes. I want everybody to work together. That's the only way this is going to go. It's the only way it's going to succeed. The days of stabbing this track in the back so we can get these cars at this track and doing that, it's not going to happen with IHRA. We are a family at IHRA that wants to work with everybody and not step on each other's toes. You know, and Kenny Wallace, because I follow Kenny Wallace. Years ago, I met Kenny a couple times and we had great conversations. Kenny Wallace kind of thinks the same way I think. But he's doing his best also to promote NASCAR in a positive way. And I've been down on NASCAR, just like all of you have been down on NASCAR. But NASCAR can fix their problems the way they want to fix them. And we will do it the way we need to see, where it needs to be done. But the stage racing, to me, this is why I love the IHRA street stocks. It's racing. Go look at the rules of their.
Or they're not streets.
Late models.
They're layout. They're just called the IHRA Stock Car Series. Yeah. I don't want to. I put pictures up there, so I don't want people getting confused.
With the late models, to run for that kind of purse, go look what you run for one race. One race. What pays, because it's two different late model divisions, and the motors are almost like our street stock engines. So that being said, I am now in charge of all the circle track racing and development for IHRA. I'll be traveling a lot. Here's the other part. With me taking a year off from racing, I think Laura and I discussed it. I think I'm going to sell my street stock back to Will Jurovic, which Laura and I fought over it, but why just have a car sitting here? Will can go out and race. When he's not racing as a modified, he can have a street stock. So Laura's a little bummed out that we're going to sell the street stock back to Will. If he wants it. If he don't, I'll let one of you guys buy it, but I'm pretty sure Will's going to want it back.
Well, let's finish the waffle we have going on for your other car first.
The purple car.
We only have a few spots left, and then that one will be raffled off.
Yeah, the purple car will probably be raffled off next week. So maybe you want to start getting your raffle money in and things like that. But so not only did I take the job at IHRA to try and make racing great again, which I'm going to, he's also buying dirt tracks. And the dirt track, a lot of you guys say dirt's where it's at and everything else. And I love dirt racing just as much. I'm a stock car guy at the end of the day on asphalt, but he is buying up some dirt tracks, and those will be run the same way, the IHRA family wants them run.
Will you run those too? Because they're circle tracks.
I think my whole job is going to be putting people in those positions.
I mean, you know how a dirt track runs. We own two of them, so you know how difficult it is. But
so the guys out there that, and I keep missing my point here about weekly racing. This is what I need from you guys. Painesville Speedway, go support them. Keep that track alive. You seen what happened over at Barberton and all the rumors surrounding Barberton and people pretending they're trying to buy the track and do this and do that. Someone needs to step up and go in there and buy the place, but no one's going to pay the kind of money. It's just greed at the end of the day. That's why I told all you Barberton drivers, 10 of you guys get together, start a mulch company, and put the guy out of business. His property's worth nothing at that point. So I know you think it's a joke, but I'm not making a joke. You got to fight fire with fire. Put him out of business. So, but with the IHRA stock car series, take a look at it. Go look and see, or at least come out to Pulaski on opening day next month and see how these cars are. But that purse, everybody wants a big purse. It used to be everybody wanted big money at the end of the night. They wanted to get paid a lot of money to win a race. Then it switched to people wanting money at the banquet. Now you have both. It's $2 million. It's $2 million for the banquet for all the cars. But man, I'm excited. I can't wait to keep going. If you have some questions for me, I'll answer them. Dave Wallencheck, hey man, what's going on, brother? But yeah.
And we're going to continue the show as absolutely keep it going as much as possible.
What I think, if I can't make it here on a Tuesday or I have bad service or something, I'll just have Wallencheck come in and do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On there, because everybody loves Dave. But yeah, so that's the big news. I will be doing what I can to make racing great again. Again, a lot of you guys are going to reach out to me about tracks that are up for sale. You heard me that it's just not going to happen at the prices a lot of these tracks are asking. on a big positive note, with Stacy Compton running Pulaski and Tim Horton and all these guys running, they're going to go back to weekly racing. Pulaski's been shut down since 23. A lot of the area people love that track. They supported it. When it shut down, it broke a lot of people's hearts. So I'll be there on Monday to sit down with Stacy and a bunch of guys to get it up and running again, and trying to get Killcare up and running so we can start racing in May at Killcare. Other tracks, I'm going to be, like I said, I'll be helping out with Rockingham until until the big news comes out about Rockingham, which will be soon.
And Memphis.
Memphis, that's Daryl's pride and joy. Daryl wants Memphis up and running. The circle track there for the late models and trucks and all that kind of stuff. That track, hopefully, we're looking at August, and I believe Memphis will be reopened in August. But if you go look at it now, Memphis, when I go down there and take a look, but I've been looking now at the photos, there's no bleachers or lights, not a problem. If he said it'll be open in August, you bet your ass it'll be open in August. So I look forward to it. I hope everybody kind of will watch out for the towing company when I'm gone, because I don't want Laura selling it off and taking it off and living in Jamaica with all the money.
Oh, man. Somebody told you my plan. Darn it. Hey, we forgot to show on the camera here our special guest here in the studio.
We got a special guest?
Yes, we do.
Oh, boy.
Everybody just wants to, let's just introduce Jerry's Trophy.
That's our special guest. You're so crazy.
Jerry sat it there and decided he just wanted to stare at the trophy while he was talking. So that's his inspiration for today. So everybody say hi to Jerry's 7th place Alliance Trophy from Sandusky Speedway.
Yay, 7th place. Jamie Lawson, you're a Dodge guy? I didn't know that. I thought you were a GM guy all the way. So
I'm wondering how long I should keep the trophy on the screen here. It's like we're doing an interview right now. Do you want to ask it any questions?
No.
Wow, that's a terrible interview.
Yeah. I beat Dave Nestor by a point. That's all that matters.
I know. You told the entire banquet that. We all know you beat him by 1 point.
Poor Dave Nestor. I jumped up there and I walked up to Dave Nestor and I said, I beat your ass by 1 point in the point standings, man. But to me, I wonder how I'd have finished if we would have had a whole season in there. But
Mike Castro just said, hey, I worked hard on them stickers. Yes, you did. They look great.
They look great, man. Everything that you guys did, Chris, the poster behind Laura with my car, man, we framed it and put it up there.
Yeah, you can't see it because I'm not on camera today, but
let me put it up real quick just so you can see it, Mike Castro. Duck your head, Laura.
My head's not that. My head is big, but yeah.
Can you see it?
I mean, there's the light glare, but yeah. There you go.
So, Chris, you did a great job. You always do great with the trophies and everything. So, yeah, man. Dave said I could take the show on the road. I can't do that, Dave. I guess I could do it from a hotel on Tuesday nights. I think you can.
I'm pretty sure you're going to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to be out in the middle of nowhere. You're going to have Wi-Fi at all these hotels, and you can stream from anywhere.
And Jeff Pfeiffer, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up with the comments.
No, you're good.
I had to get your trophy.
I'm really excited about this opportunity. We all have these, and someday I'll tell you guys how this all transpired, and my name got mentioned on all this. That'll be for another show. But for my name to reach Daryl Cuddle and for me to end up talking to a guy like that was actually mind blowing for me. It was actually pretty cool.
Well, people don't realize it was probably a month ago that we were 10 minutes from going on air here for this show, and you got the call. So everybody that we had as guests in the studio kind of knew something was going on because you took the call, you took the phone and ran, and we're like, what's going on?
I have to give the two. I don't know with Blake Lawson. I asked him please not to say nothing because I think he heard some of the conversation. So yeah. I don't know what he said, but my nephew Jeffrey, he knew what was going on and didn't say anything. So man, it was a pretty cool phone call to get.
I know it's just the timing right before we went on the air.
Friday getting that phone call and saying to come down there,
and that was so people realize he got that call at 9:30 at night and said be here at 8 a.m. It was in Hamilton, Ohio, which is just outside Cincinnati. Yeah. So it wasn't like just up the street. So he had to leave by 2:30, 3 o'clock in
And
the
it was a
morning.
rough drive.
And then he drove from there straight to the Sandusky Speedway banquet. That's why people were wondering where he was at, and he was an hour late and barely made it because he was coming from that interview. But unfortunately, we couldn't say anything. And the funny part also was there was a few people at our table just kind of talking about Kill Care, and I could not say anything.
I bet it was killing you.
I was like, and those people are listening. They know who they are. And listen, I was like, I can't say anything.
Well, and check, I'm giving NASCAR Nestor his props, man. I just having fun with him. Dave is a great guy.
Oh yeah, Dave and Ashley
but I sat
are great.
At the table with Chase and
Jeremy,
Rich
DeWitt.
Rich DeWitt was at the table. We're all having a good time, and just it was kind of sad to know it was the last banquet that we were having. But racing's right around the corner now.
That just reminded me that I did want everybody to see a picture of you getting your trophy.
Oh boy.
And wait, sorry. That's the wrong picture. Sorry, that was Chase Wiggins getting his very large trophy.
Are we still doing this?
Jerry, you're in the picture, but you're behind it. So gosh darn it. I hate it when I click on the wrong thing.
I'm sure you hate it.
Sorry about that. Okay, there he is. Okay, there's Jerry getting his trophy, standing next to Zach Myers. Zach getting his trophy for the Ohio Compact Series. But that was a good night. It was an emotional night, but it was a good banquet, real good banquet. So I just wanted to throw those pictures up there. Sorry, I did the wrong.
You're fine. Yeah. Sorry, you did. I didn't see any picture at all.
You're froze up.
Am I really? That's great.
So you're missing all the good stuff I've been putting on the screen.
I don't know. It's you.
Just up high. Yeah, there you go. Refresh it.
Everybody knows, Laura, you're the one doing this.
Hit that.
Everybody knows it's you with your.
No, hit up top and then hit refresh. Hit where you type in www. and hit refresh.
Okay.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I hit refresh. What you told me to do.
Let me go fix this. Okay, there you go. See, there's the picture. Hit play.
So
sorry for the technical difficulties.
If you're just joining us now, I just want to let everybody know, if you're just coming on, I see a lot of people signing on.
Here, I'll put the caricature back up to show.
I accepted a job with IHRA to oversee the Circle Track program there. I'm grateful enough to get this opportunity with IHRA and it's my passion. Stock car race is my passion. Building racetracks, it's my passion. Fixing racetrack it's my passion. And now I get to do it with a group of guys that understand it, that want it to grow also. And to be involved with greats like Tim Horton and Stacy Compton and the others that we'll be announcing over the next week or two. It's just great, man. I'm excited to get that. So if you're just tuning in, I am trying to get Daryl to buy some other tracks. He's already buying them on his own because of the drag strips, and a couple of these are coming in. I'm trying to get him to buy a track in Florida so I can move to Florida and not have to deal with the winters anymore. But Laura said absolutely not. We decided that we're going to get rid of the race car and probably sell it back to Will Jurovic if he wants it. And then I still have the brand new Grand National motor from Monster Motors. I still have that motor. It's brand new. It hasn't had anything in it. All it has is the break-in oil. It's never been turned over or anything. I have it up for sale. So I want to get rid of the race car quick as possible, get rid of the engine quick as possible. And because I start my traveling Monday morning. So that being said, we're at Jeff at Kill Care. I'm talking about Jeff Pfeiffer, Wallenchak. They don't want me running the show. I'm retired. You are a hell of a producer, Dave. You are, and I'm very proud of Laura today. We've made it within 35 minutes and the show hasn't crashed, but I'm hearing her click away.
Oh, no, it's just deleting the photos that I had already posted up there.
So if it crashes, and you know what the thing is, man, I didn't realize I need to get my highlights redone, man, before I go. You think Anthony will squeeze me in?
No. He's not open on Sundays. You leave Monday. You should have thought of that ahead of time.
So yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys on some of the stuff that we got going on. I know Kill Care is pretty far away. It's a 3.5 hour drive, but we have some Columbus people that watch us and are joining us actually right now. So looking forward to everything, all the racing, looking forward to the big IHRA stock car race that's going to happen next month, the big race. So
yeah, and just real quick, we didn't hit on New Smyrna Speedway had a big had their big World Series of Asphalt race last night, and let's see, Gabe Summers was the winner, but we do want to make mention in the pro late models that local driver Chloe Mazzagatti, she ran into some problems unfortunately, but she's only 14 years old. Just mind you that she's
killing. I hope they got that car back together.
She finished 22nd. I don't know what happened. I guess she was running the top 15. She said on Facebook, and somebody took her out. But they have a backup car that they're going to race on Sunday.
Are they?
Because of course, Speed Weeks, there's racing every night. So congratulations for it. At least getting out there, Chloe, and we know that we'll be rooting for you on Sunday for sure.
Well, Kyle, you have an open invitation, brother, to be there and anywhere you want on that facility. Anywhere you want to go, Carl, you will be allowed to go. I promise you. And I look forward to you coming out and doing what you do for the sport. All you guys, you photographers, your video guys, a lot of you guys, and we've talked about this before, a lot of you guys do this for free because a lot of people don't like buying pictures or videos or anything because they use their phone. When you see a photographer at the track and you see a video guy at the track, buy their content. They're just to pay for their gas to get there, because with the Fooses and Lux and Tony and Kyle and all these guys,
Brandon Freeman for left turn,
yeah,
Brandon all the wheelman races. I mean, yeah, all of them. That's how they pay all their expenses. And
yeah,
absolutely.
So support all those guys. And then, hey, Bob Ramey, thank you very much, bro. It's kind of like a dream come true, man. So we've been wanting to go to Killcare for a whole, yeah, you're going to be there now, Kyle. I promise you. So, but just whatever you guys do, keep supporting your local tracks. You Paynesville guys, get in there and have fun. Trust Scott and Kevin. You've known these guys for years. They know what they're doing. Get your cars built. Stop bitching about it. Stop all the complaining and go race or go support them. Go sit in the stands. Go buy a pit pass. Do whatever it is you can to go support Paynesville, because you have two tracks closed right now. You have Lorain and Barberton, and nobody knows what's going on with them.
And Sandusky is no longer.
And Sandusky, man,
well, you're down to two tracks. So the two tracks you have left, cherish them, take care of them, support them.
And Joel Phillips, who is the owner of Monster Motors, thanks for joining us, Joel. But last year, his Monster Motors were in victory lane, not only on asphalt, but on dirt. He just said Spencer Steinman.
What night is he racing? I know there's a modified race tonight, I think.
Is there?
The Wheeling Modifieds? I don't know if they do a different division set.
It's completely.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Joel, if anybody is looking for a great Grand National / street stock motor, I have this one for sale. You can call Joel. He can tell you everything about it, what's in it, whatever you need to know. So
yeah, and then just real quick, we're going to hit on they just did at Rockingham yesterday. They did some testing there for the Truck Series and for the O'Reilly Series, which was formerly Xfinity. And I see ThorSport they took down one truck and they ran into some problems. So that's a picture there where I think I saw on Cole's interview that he just kind of rookie mistake, got loose, hit the wall in turn 2, just have a little, I guess, rear damage there, but I think they got it fixed and hopefully they got it back out. I'm not too sure.
And if you're looking at this photo right now, I want you to I want you to zoom in to our buddy Rich Lucius, the crew chief. I want you to look at him.
I think he was on the Jerry Patrick Media Facebook right there. I think he was getting some news off of it. That's what he had to be doing.
Rich was refreshing to see. I know Jerry's on there right now saying our truck is against the wall.
Yes. Yeah, but look how they're bundled up in North. He's got his puffy winter jacket on.
That's
North
so
Carolina.
Crazy though that they were testing. It looks like the sun was out a little bit.
I think they were the only ThorSport. I think you said, don't they have to? He has to go down there to kind of test his way into Daytona. So
Didn't they finally have a winner with that college racing stuff?
Yes, they
Didn't
did.
they have a winner? And listen.
So the winner here, I'm going to show you right here. Well, I already put the winner up
All right,
there.
go ahead.
His name is Minnie Tyrell, and I didn't do any research on him.
Minnie
is obviously it's a nickname, I would think, but if it's not, I apologize. But yeah, I didn't watch the series yet, but I do want to catch up on it. And so he was the winner of the race for the seat for college racing, for racing a Dodge Ram at Daytona. So congratulations to him. I do need to catch up on that series to see. I don't know. I heard people complaining about it, saying it was kind of it was set up, it was rigged, it was I don't know.
Everybody that's on Jerry Patrick Media, everybody, they know you cannot just do a contest and jump into NASCAR.
No,
you can't do it. But I would like to see, and maybe I'll mention it to them, as IHRA do something similar, but take actual drivers from actual local racetracks around the country and let the fans pick who they believe should be in a competition, and let that person who's worked their butt off for years, give them that opportunity to go do it.
And I just put a comment up from Kyle Carlson just to, before, we got to see, him on Facebook, I would go to his YouTube to see some of the great, he did great videos at Sandusky. And whenever I would record things, I would only just focus on Jerry on the track. But if I wanted to see the big picture, he does some incredible video work. So I appreciate everything you did with posting on your YouTube page, Kyle. It was great. If family members didn't make it, I was able to send them the YouTube link and say, hey, this was Jerry racing. This was Jerry getting second every single week to Chase. So yeah, and we do not want to forget him also, along with the photographers, is support the videographers and guys like Kyle that go and put their time on into making these awesome YouTube channels to showcase you, the drivers.
Well, before I let everybody go, I just want to tell you thank you so much for always supporting me and seeing when you see me at the tracks and the things that I'm doing. Like I said, not everybody's going to like me. I don't care. I don't care. A lot of you are going to love me and the things that I'm going to do to bring back weekly racing with the IHRA. I think we're all on the same page, and we all agree on one thing. It all needs to be fixed and brought back to the way it used to be. I don't want to hear anymore that racers are not there. I don't want to hear anymore that weekly racing is dead. I never have believed weekly racing is dead. I believe that drivers have found other things to do on Saturday night that was more economical with the family. And I believe they weren't being entertained at their racetracks, because before you open that gate, you need to know, how are you going to make everybody smile that sits in your grandstands? How are you going to be able to allow them to come in there and eat your food and still have money left over? That's every racetrack around the world has struggled with that, because a lot of people will go, well, I charge $7 for a hot dog because my insurance is this much. You can't do it, because your families are going to find something more economical to do. And hopefully the tradition of IHRA stock car racing will continue to grow. I'm going to make it successful. The team is going to make it successful. Everybody I work with is going to make it successful. And I look forward to it. And hopefully this year, Painesville Speedway will have 150 cars in the pits with nobody bitching, because you could be Barberton, you could be Lorain, and you could be Sandusky. We don't want that. It's time to step up. Go knock the windows out of your neighbor's car and tell them it's a race car now. If your mother-in-law is staying at the house, if she's still driving like a 86 Dodge Aries K, go take the glass out of it and go racing at Painesville. Kevin and Scott need you. They need you fans. They need you drivers. Same thing with Midvale. Put a car together and go race Midvale and go have fun. So I think that went pretty well.
Yes. And I just, I want to reiterate that we're still going to stay focused on this with here, our, you guys, our supporters and the tracks that are here. Just because Jerry's, doing tracks across the country doesn't mean that we are not going to still cover, what's going on here with, right here where we are, here in Northeast Ohio. we're going to expand into talking more as the season starts, more about dirt tracks, drag racing. From the race shop, racing is all types of racing. So I don't want everybody going, oh no, there's not going to be a show or whatever. We're still going to be here, whether he's in studio or he's on the road, and we're still going to have.
Can I do a 2-hour show from the road?
You could, as long as your battery's charged.
Like if I'm driving, I can just put it up on the windshield and we can talk that way.
As long as you're not.
Yeah, that would be entertaining.
Yeah. Well, we can do that where you can be there and we'll have a guest either in here or wherever they're at. So it's
one of the gentlemen over at RHRA, him and I were talking, and I said that I want to bring parking lot drags back, but my way, the way I do it. Mm-hmm. Everybody does their own way of parking lot drags. Everybody has their own way, but I want to do it the way I want to do it. Mm-hmm. And he was really excited. Darcy was very excited. Him and I are pretty much on the same page with everything. So, yeah. Nude.
Oh, okay, sorry. There's the comment that just came up. I just threw it on the screen.
Oh boy. Kevin Myers.
He's not lying.
So Kevin, listen.
Biagio's is going to struggle now without you in town. He's not lying.
Funny story, Kevin, about donuts. I'm talking to Joel yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
From Monster Motors, and he came to town to handle some things in Menor. And he goes, man, I went over to that Biagio's and they were out of freaking donuts, man. Almost like he was blaming me.
How did they run out of donuts though?
Because it's a Friday. Usually by 10 o'clock in the morning, they're out anyways. Yeah. But then they bring another supply out. But he said that they didn't.
And then he went to Glizzy's and they were closed.
They were closed.
He fixed the one day that they were closed.
So yeah, Joel went to Biagio's, Kevin. He blames me that there were no donuts left. So, but yeah, Kevin, good luck to all you guys this year, man. I'm going to be traveling pretty much the whole summer. I probably won't be around to, if I do I'm hoping if I get a night off, I can come to Painesville.
Well, if Killcare is on Friday, why couldn't you make it back for racing here on Saturday?
8 other racetracks that I'll have to be running on Saturday night.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So
Joel just said it's all your fault.
I knew it. I knew Joel was going to blame me for the donuts being gone at Biagio's. Yeah. Kevin, I know you have to, get this cleared with Scott, but do I have an open free pass to come into pits whenever I'm here for free?
No, he's going to make you pay double.
I know right now.
You're paying double.
I know what Kevin did right now. As soon as he heard that, he dropped his phone because he heard the word free.
It's highly likely.
So, yeah, with us at Killcare, what I was trying to say is, the compacts are going to have to be 4 cylinders, American made only, stock cars. We're going to allow you to camber the wheel. That's it. You're going to go racing. It's going to be a fun class. Same thing with the Crown Vics. The Crown Vic class, which is going to be a great division for you guys because there's cars all over the place. Stock. You cannot adjust the suspension. You can't adjust the motors. And we will have the tech guys to go after them to bust them because nobody wants to leave the house knowing that 10 guys are cheating. So... But yeah, I can't believe Joel just blamed me. Aaron wants to charge me double. Mm-hmm. So other than that, what's everybody doing today? I only got like 6 minutes left.
No, you said you were keeping under an hour. We're at an hour and 9.
We are? That was an hour that fast?
Jerry, you talk all the time. Like this could easily become a 2-hour freaking show.
It's not. So let's go to 3:20 and that's it.
What do you mean 3:20? Oh, so you want to talk for 6 more minutes?
Yeah, so we'll talk for 6 more minutes.
We're crying out loud. I already had everything closed up. Okay, so here, let me put up this new NASCAR rule.
Yeah, your Nissan is definitely out. No, I think you'd have to ask Kevin Myers. Your car might be eligible over at Painesville.
So look at the screen.
Okay, I'm looking at the screen.
So NASCAR has released a new rule. It says NASCAR bans drivers from redirecting airflow with their hands or fingers during qualifying attempts.
Oh, boy.
Can you tell me how, does that really make a difference?
It does make a difference. If you watch these guys, they're sticking their hands out the windows.
I always see that, always.
This would be, I'll try to get Tim Horton in here or on the show one night and he can explain a little bit better.
Yeah, because he used to work for a NASCAR truck crew.
He worked for Hamilton and all those guys.
Yeah, so this is, I don't know, this is silly. It says, as determined by NASCAR, once a vehicle exits pit road during a qualifying attempt, the driver's hands may not be used to redirect air in any manner, including but not limited to touching the window net, blocking air from entering the cockpit, or redirecting air from the window. Non-compliance will result in loss of qualifying time.
Again,
So I'm curious.
You're taking away NASCAR.
I feel like this is really
Stop
nitpicking.
Taking away the fun and ability. Now listen, everybody can do it. There's not one driver that can't lift his hand and stick it out the window. So everybody is on the same exact playing field.
So Kyle kind of explained this. I didn't know this. He said Logano had webbed gloves to help redirect the air.
And that's what they're going off of. This with Logano, that the same race, him and I are talking about the same race.
Okay.
Logano did have a special pair of gloves. Said he didn't, but we all know he did.
But it wasn't in the rules that you couldn't.
You couldn't.
So,
but it's the same thing with Ross Chastain at Martinsville. Man, just let these guys race. If they figure out a way, I don't have to worry about it no more. I'll let our guys will race the way they want to race, and they're not going to be ridiculed every time they do something like that, unless they're cheating with motors and trans and all that.
Yeah. That's your job to hire a good tech guy to catch them.
They got it. I'm telling you.
Each track is going to have the tech guy, but I know the stock car series has a real good tech guy. The stock car
series has the best of the best. The IHRA stock car series has the best tech guys that you could ever come across.
All of these guys have former NASCAR experience. Wasn't one of the guys I read? He used to drive NASCAR.
Yes, that's Stacey Compton. Robert Presley.
Robert Presley, yeah.
Robert Presley will be up in the tower for all the race. He's the race director for
the series.
For the series.
Okay.
But this whole series is being started to revive affordable racing. For late model racing. It's going to be affordable. If you go look at the rules, the cars are affordable to run for the purses that they're running for. Now you have down south, you have all these other late model series that run on all them other tracks. It's not affordable. Mm-hmm. It's the same 5 guys winning every single week. I believe what Tim and Daniel Horton have done with that series, I believe every week you're going to have a different winner. And battles and people fighting for them. On American racers, I'm an American racer guy. Any racetracks that don't run American racers, it's a waste. Kevin's getting mad at me now because they don't run American racers.
No, they do not.
So American racers, to me, are the way to go. They're competitive. And we're going to prove that in the late model series. Jamie Lawson, he can talk for 3 hours.
But it's true.
I was going to stop and get donuts, man, but I didn't. I should have. I really honestly should have. But yeah, everybody, let me see how much time I got left because Laura will shut me right off.
I forgot one more. We didn't really get into this the one week, but what was your opinion of this? Hailie Deegan coming to ARCA, coming back to stock cars.
I think it's smart because now she's going to be running against people with her talent. ARCA drivers don't play around. They're very aggressive. So hopefully she can get.
Do you feel she has talent, or is that she didn't do so great with the truck series?
I believe, and I said this to Rich Lucius several times, I believe if he would have had an opportunity to really teach her the business and how to handle that truck, I believe she would have been a good driver. But I think because of her talent when she was younger and who her parents are, they just pushed her along to try to get her going.
Yeah, he was only her crew chief for half a season. Then he went to Ben Rhodes. But I don't know. A lot of people just really.
But there's guys
they tear her apart like they did Danica. So I wasn't sure.
She has talent. She just needs someone there with her to kind of show her the way a little bit. And she doesn't have it. What did Jamie just say?
I would have showed up if you had donuts.
I know you would have showed up if I had
before
donuts.
That, he said there will always be cheating. It's on the tech guys to find it. Absolutely. That's why I always say the tech guy has the hardest job.
He really
on the
does.
Whole racetrack.
So I know a lot of you guys are going to miss me this summer. I'm not going to be there nagging you and tearing my car up and bringing cautions out.
Yeah, I mean, who are we going to make fun of for getting second place now? This kind of stinks.
So everybody, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I look forward to everything that's coming up in this racing season and the things that's going on. I'm looking forward to the Daytona 500, and hopefully my pick, Denny Hamlin, can pull it off. So,
is he your pick for Daytona 500 or the season championship? Because
both. I am Denny Hamlin all the way.
Okay.
After the way his race ended last year, and everything he's gone through,
Yeah, he's endured a lot.
with the way the race ended, at least the lawsuit went in their way that Michael Jordan
Right.
beat NASCAR.
But then lost his father in the fire.
That's
Now
so
he's
crazy.
driving with like a ripped up shoulder.
Yeah,
From cleaning up some of the debris. I guess.
think about this with with Michael Jordan. He beat the Cavs and he beat NASCAR.
Shut the hell up.
So
I'm shutting your mic off for even bringing that up.
So everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. You'll follow me. I don't know how much I'm going to be on Facebook, but I'll try to give you updates and post things. We're getting the IHRA, or actually getting the Durana Killcare Motor Speedway Facebook page up and running over the next couple days. Some events already have been booked that will be announced over the next couple days. So Chase Elliott for the championship. I don't know, Jeff. He's been kind of quiet, man.
Also, thank you for Jerry's Trophy for deciding to show up today. We appreciate it. It was a great conversation.
You're so stupid. I'll tell you. Joe Phillips said, "Screw him, he drives Toyota." Yeah, I know, Joel, but man, we got to be on his side a little bit. So, all right, everybody. Jamie Lawson, Blaney, Dave Blaney. Oh yeah.
Kevin says 25 IHRA late models at Paynesville.
I think we can make it happen.
Can you fit that many late models on the track at Paynesville?
Yeah, you could. I think back in the day they had started that many, and it was super late.
Oh, late models have raced at Paynesville? Yeah. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that.
There were the Outlaw Super Lates back then that raced out there.
They started 25?
They would start 24, 25 cars.
How bad of Wreckfest was that?
It really wasn't.
Really?
It really wasn't.
No kidding.
The cars were geared right. So,
that'd be interesting.
With the IHRA late models, and they're going to have more and more tracks in 2027 to race at. But it is, to me, the series of the future because it's everything a driver wants. It's the purse every week. It's the affordability of the tires. It's the affordability of the series and what your goal is at the end of the year. Getting a piece of that $2 million purse.
Yeah, I'll take $2 million.
And these guys are the guys. Look who's calling me right now. I can't answer right now, Will.
Oh.
So
he must have heard you're trying to sell him the street stock.
It's the whole big picture.
Yeah.
Of the series and what they stand for. And I believe it's going to just keep growing and growing, and everybody's going to want to be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the first year, so we're going to see. Yeah, I know. Long 6 minutes. You're right. So yeah, I mean, this is their inaugural season. So yeah. I mean, there's going to be growing pains as there is with any series that starts off, but they've hired all the right people that know what they're doing. They didn't hire just people off the streets. These people have so much experience and they know exactly how this has to be run. So I think it's gonna work out really well. So March 21st is gonna be here before you know it.
And I'll let everybody know how it's gonna be broadcast, but I think it's gonna be IHRA TV. The Hortons are working really hard of getting everything together, but
so it won't be like on Flow or
it's
Race
going
America.
To be
like their own channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the great thing about Daryl is he owns it all, so it's going to be done right.
Yeah.
Not going to settle for failure or anything else. It's going to be full steam ahead and making everything fantastic. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hopefully we have some fun. Hopefully I can make Northeast Ohio proud. And
don't hear in the famous words of when we used to have the band, "Hey Jerry, don't fuck it up."
Oh my God.
That's gonna be the slogan.
Anybody out there thinks I'm gonna fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
I don't think. Let me see what Will's saying to me.
Make us make Northeast Ohio.
What the F is this rumor going around? Well, he was at the banquet.
You know what? He may not remember asking you because he was about. Remember that Miller Lite Tower of beers? He might not remember that.
Let's see.
We may have to do a sober call with him to see if he still wants the street stock.
Yeah. So
I took a picture of that.
If he doesn't want
pyramid.
it, I got a couple other people that are interested in it, but I think Will's going to buy it back. And if not, I got some other people to do it.
And it's a quality street stock.
Cobra Tires. Jeff, what is Cobra Tires? Who runs those? So I don't know. But I got to tell Will.
Okay, Jerry, get off your phone. We're still on the air. People are like listening to you. Oh, here, you know what? Here, let's interview the trophy. Hey, Trophy, how's it going? Did you enjoy the banquet?
Yeah. All right, everybody.
Okay.
Like Laura said, hopefully I don't fuck it up. I hope everything goes good. Look forward to talking to everybody, and hopefully I can make all you guys proud and bring back stock car racing the way it used to be. Put Laura in a car. Are you crazy? She can't even drive through a parking lot without hitting a curb.
I was just gonna say he hasn't heard about the Planet Fitness story, so
yeah. Laura ran over a.
I hit curbs.
She hit a curb at 40 mile an hour.
A big curb.
Wasn't Kevin with me in the tow truck when that happened?
Yeah,
so
in
I have
Sandusky.
witnesses.
Yep.
I have witnesses what was going on. So,
Yes.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. I got to get ready to start traveling and getting things together and making stock car racing great again. Until Tuesday night. Good night, everybody.